Greetings, grasshoppers. Welcome to the Bot Signal. This is your RJ. And if you don't know me, let me tell you, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole or they're just a carbon copy of everybody else. And they have terrible trouble getting traction online. So I create epic chatbot experiences that motivate people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. Today, we're going to start with you. And I changed the show a little bit last minute. Had a scheduling difficulty. And so we're going to have Nathan on tomorrow. But today I'm going to talk about a little tool most of you know already. Some of you are watching me on this tool. But it has become a really great place for me to network lately. I am talking to all kinds of people, expanding my reach, doing a lot of things that I've been trying to do on certain social networks for years, never have been able to, and it's bringing me some results. So today we're going to talk a little bit about LinkedIn. I know, what does this have to do with chatbots? Listen, there's a point to this, I promise. And chatbots feature in. So, also, different background. I know you noticed. I know you noticed. And truth is this. Did some recording over the weekend. Didn't finish it. So this is one of my recording backgrounds, and I'm just going to treat you to it today. Because you know what? It's a new day. It's a new day. And I am, as I talked about a little bit before, finding a lot of results on LinkedIn. Finding a lot of results. Now, when LinkedIn first started, what was it, 2008? I don't know. It was a long time ago in a land far from here. Actually, I still live in Omaha. But anyway, it was basically, it was kind of cool at the beginning. It was starting out, at least in my part of the country, at basically the same thing that, at the same time that Facebook was gathering some steam. And honestly, it was referred to at that point as the Facebook for companies, Facebook for professionals, just like Facebook, but geared toward your company. Okay. In some of the years after that, my impression at least was that it was 80% people in HR looking for people to hire or pitch to or whatever. I really didn't get a whole lot out of it. I've had a profile on here for ever and a half, because of course I join things as soon as they're open. You know me. But here we are many years later, and particularly during this time, this COVID deal, people are really reaching out. I think that they're reaching out like they never have before. And I know that I'm reaching out like I never have before. Used to be that you could not connect with somebody on LinkedIn unless you knew them. That was kind of one of the hallmarks, one of the things that made LinkedIn different than some of the other social networks. Some of the other social network you can friend, connect, subscribe, follow, whatever. Anybody you wanted to. Well, a while ago, and I didn't notice when, but a while ago that kind of went away. You can connect with people on LinkedIn that aren't, directly related somehow. And it's been a boon for me. I love the crowd that I travel in. I love the places that I get to go speak and have friends. But I've always kind of wished for some way that I could reach, out online to the people that I might never meet in person. Because seriously, you'd have to be at events 24 hours a day. And for me, My wife likes it when I'm home. Sometimes. Anyway, so reaching out to people, um, expanding the people that I know. Now, there are some tricks and there are some caveats to this, but I've been running an experiment for the past 3 weeks. I have doubled. I have more than doubled my presence. My people that I connect to on LinkedIn. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because is it fake internet points again? Really? Are we gonna, be a slave to how many clicks? No, that's not my style, as you know. But what is my style is waking up on Monday morning, popping into LinkedIn, and seeing that there are 3 or 4 conversations that are waiting for my attention. It doesn't happen in Facebook. Facebook to me is a very shallow connection. It's a shallow connection. It's a okay, now you're my friend. You'll get to see my updates. Well, I don't update very much on Facebook at all. But there's a ton going on in my business. So I'm updating and broadcasting every day on LinkedIn. So, interestingly enough, what I've been doing is very simple. I have been, after the show every day, I've been going through all of the suggested connections that they have for me, and I'm connecting with copywriters because I'm doing a webinar on copywriting and learning how to do that for chatbots. I've been connecting with coaches because that's one of my main audiences for people that I work with. Great stuff, but also I'm connecting with other chatbot developers. So when I was working specifically with ManyChat and before I jumped on board with TrueChat, I was mainly kind of reading what was going on in that Facebook community, which thousands and thousands of people. The wall in that community just runs. There's always something going on, but it is largely just devoted to ManyChat development. It's just that one product. Well, I feel a need to be out there exploring, figuring out what's next. It's important for me because that's what my clients trust me to do. And again, wasn't getting it on Facebook, but over on LinkedIn. I have been connecting with other chatbot developers. I've been also connecting with people who do voice. Voice is one of the communication mediums of the future, people. That is coming. And marrying voice and bots also completely coming. Don't know when it's coming. I just know it's coming. So it's been important for me to connect with people with different ideas, different ways of making their stuff happen. Excuse me. Don't know why. Cough just there. Hold on. Coffee moment. Excellent. So it's been a wild ride. It has been getting to know people. It's been invited to, everybody's doing a Zoom brown bag lunch nowadays or a happy hour somewhere. And that makes me so happy. It makes me happy to be connected to the new, connected to people I've never met before. So I don't know what's wrong with me this morning. I never do this. I'm not coming down with anything. Listen, I haven't left this house in 4 weeks, and I'm perfectly comfortable here. So there's no reason to leave. Anyway, think about exploring some LinkedIn out there. If you're not already doing this, I want you to think about it. Because here's the difference. I had incredibly consistent activity on Facebook for my business stuff forever and a half. My friends, every day. Yep, transcribe that video. Yep, I did everything but boost a post, which is a waste of money, according to Facebook ads wizard Tammy Lane. Anyway, I did everything but boost a post in there. I was posting several times a day. I was posting the 80% other people, 20% other people that they suggest. I don't do that anymore. I was, I followed all the suggestions. I followed all the rules, and it just didn't seem like I got any traction ever. Nobody was really interested. Okay. Contrast that with the experience that I've had in just the past 3-4 weeks on LinkedIn. It's been crazy. I've been connecting with all sorts of people. Some of them have come on this show. Some of them are going to come on this show in the future. And we're going to talk about all kinds of things. We're going to, of course, talk about conversational marketing, my favorite ever topic. But if you want to expand your network, if you want to expand your online network, LinkedIn is a great place to do it, because consistent action over here is breeding results for me. It's not like okay, I'm going to put my heart into this and hope somebody trips over me like it has been on Facebook. It is really, I am able to talk to people, get my stuff out there, get some ideas out there, trade ideas with people, bounce ideas off people. Having a network of people who do kind of the same thing, or maybe just the same thing as you, to bounce ideas off of, advances your brand every time. It does. And people are more than willing to reach out right now and share. So that's what I know today. I do want you to join me tomorrow. I am interviewing Nathan Decker. He is a guy that he actually works in my own community, and he does some really cool stuff. So I want to spotlight him. Also want to tell you that coming this week, I promise, is my community. That's what I was doing the videos for over the weekend. I am so excited to bring you that. We just keep running into so many opportunities, right? And I get the scope creep thing, which is, if you don't know what scope creep is, it is an official term in IT land. Because what it means is people begin to see what you're building for them, and they go, can we do this? Can we do this? Is this over here possible? I'm getting it on my own thing, because there's so many things that we can do with those chatbots. So, my friends, the community is going to be available this week. We are still working on getting that community webinar together. We actually do have a few signups. We're excited about it, but I do need to have a discussion with my team today, because they have been having the worst internet problems. I tried to get on Zoom with them 3 times yesterday, 3 separate times. They could only speak for a minute before their signal cut out. It was like a submarine disaster movie. You've got 1 minute to tell me everything. We finally ended up just having a chat on Messenger. But as it stands, we are planning that for Thursday at 1:00, and it's going to be opening the community to people. It's going to be getting to have people explore in there, move around, do stuff. I am beyond excited to have designed a world for you, to have designed an immersive experience where you can find out whatever you want to find out. You can sign up for classes. You can see the dojo lesson of the day. You can see some of the silliness that I involve myself with when I'm not working. Yes, personal side, it's coming, people. And anyway, I'm so happy to be putting this thing together. You just don't even know. So that's what I know today. Check out LinkedIn. Let me tell you something. If you do want to check out LinkedIn, consistent activities, please. when I started my experiment, I maybe had 20 people a day connect back with me. Today, that number has risen quite a bit, and I'm always waking up to discussions in my inbox. If you do consistent activities, the results snowball, just like a chatbot. And it will absolutely be worth your time. But don't be expecting magnificence on the first day, please. Consistently. Devote some time, devote a cup of coffee to this. You're going to spread your network out much, much more than you have been able to in other places, if you're like me. Anyway, now I've really worn my welcome out. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you all